I had already spoken on the characteristics of irresponsible people. Today, I want to go deeper into it. I want to speak on the picture of an irresponsible husband. I will also be speaking on the picture of an irresponsible wife and picture of an irresponsible child or pictures of irresponsible children. I believe you will learn one or two things about this. Straight to the point. Your wife cannot close her eyes and tell people who her husband is. She cannot part-time say, this is where my husband is. I know my husband is here. I can tell you what my husband can do. I can tell you what my husband cannot do. My brother, is like you are an irresponsible husband. Your children do not trust your words. When you say anything to your children, they look at themselves. They do this. And it's like they are confirming among themselves that daddy is a liar. I have had children say so about their daddies before. Oh, daddy tell lies too much. We don't know why our daddy tell lies there. Daddy, husband, you are an irresponsible husband. You didn't give your wife money to cook. Anytime she asks you for money, it's like, don't trouble me, I don't have money. I don't have money. There is no good way of communication. But meanwhile, when you get back home that same evening, you will sit down and ask her, where is my food? And if she doesn't provide the food, there will be trouble. My brother, you are an irresponsible husband. Your wife is depressed. She has challenges within her. Perhaps you are even the cause of the challenges. And your wife cannot get any support from you. Your wife cannot speak with you. The only way your wife could have support or to find someone to console her is outside there. A third party must always come to your house to settle quarrel. You are not a responsible husband. If you are a responsible husband, you will know how to make your matters your matter. You will know how to settle issues in your house. There should be little interferences in marriage. My brother, if this is a picture of your home, you are an irresponsible husband. Your wife cannot walk up to you confidently to discuss. She is always afraid. She's made up her mind that, look, I don't need to discuss with him. I know I have my people outside. I know who to talk with. Oh, I can speak with my pastor. Your pastor is not the head of your house. You, the husband, you are the head of your home. In a situation whereby your wife gets succor from outside, anytime she goes outside, that is where her joy lies. My brother, you are an irresponsible husband. Your wife cannot look up to you for anything. She is intellectually higher than you. In wisdom, in understanding, she's higher than you. In materials, in finances, in spiritual matters, she's higher than you. If your wife cannot look up to you, if not in all things, but in most things, husband, you are an irresponsible husband. Every husband should be higher than his wife. Every husband should be up there. The wife should always look up to you for security, for so many things in life there. But it is your wife that is doing all these things. Early in the morning, she's the one waking the family. Let us pray. On Sunday, she's the one encouraging you. Let us go to church. For finances, she's the one providing. This, she's the one providing. She has turned the house around there. Look, I tell you, look for a scissors and cut your genitals and hand it over to her so that we will now know that the woman is the head of the house and you are just the figurehead in the house there. You are an irresponsible husband. Your wife cannot boast of you. Your wife is not proud to take you out to show you to her friends. She cannot say anything about you to her friends that, look, this is what my husband bought this for me. My husband bought this shoe for me. My husband bought this bag for me. My husband bought this for my children there. Perhaps you are out of job. Yes, we understand it happens. But still, there are things you should be able to do. Your wife cannot keep secrets to you there. Any little thing, you are going to your mother to tell her. There's an issue in the house, you are taking instruction from your husband, from your mother. My brother, you are an irresponsible husband. This is very important. You might be unable to take your wife through the world, but at least you can take her to the eatery once in a while. Okay, you can't take her to the eatery. At least you can take her around the street, holding hands, and let your husband show the world that I am married. This is my husband. You cannot do this. Every time you are in the beer parlor, every time you are out with the boys, my brother, you are an irresponsible husband. I want to tell you some truth. Women always reproduce what you give to them. If you give your wife troubles, your wife will give you better troubles. If you give your wife sperm, she will give you children. Women are incubators. They have a way of enlarging whatever you give to them. If you give your wife joy all the time, women have a way of bringing back that joy in different ways, in most important ways. Don't you know that women love to show their husbands to people? Every time your wife is indoors, cooking, washing, taking care of children, there is no time for her to go out. There is no time for her. You take her out and show her to people that this is my wife. There is no thank you, darling. There is no I love you, darling. Some women told me that since they got married, they have never had their husband say, I love you. Some say it is not in the dictionary of their husbands to say, thank you. My brother, you are an irresponsible husband. Infidelity is your pastime. You have girlfriends there, you have girlfriends there, to such an extent that your wife knows them. And every time she's complaining to people, my husband is doing this, my husband is doing that. My brother, you are an irresponsible husband. Another important thing is that you do not know how to communicate with your wife. Every little time your wife shouts, you are shouting after her. You are threatening her at home. I will show you Pepe. I will show you Pepe. You will run out of this house. A lady told me this the other time, that her husband was telling her, by the time I finish with you, you will run out of this house. Over what? You didn't catch her with another man, but because you have domestic issues there. My brother, as the man, as the head of the house, you should be able to manage your home. You promised this woman you will love her. Can't you remember that very day you saw her? Can't you remember the very first day you saw her and you were all over her? I love you, baby. I will take you this. I will do this for you. But today, because of some little challenges you are showing her, I will show you Pepe. You will regret the day you were born. No, you are an irresponsible man. If you don't know how to treat women, don't get married. If you are angry, come and beat me in my house. Guess what I'm doing? This is Mentoring Masterclass. Thank you.